Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to another video. It is 5:30 in the morning. We just finished our walk. Finished making breakfast for me and the little guy over there. And Knoxley. We just had some breakfast. Well, I shouldn't say little guy. He's actually rather big. But we just went on our walk and he was walking extremely well today. So we went for a little bit extra. Then we played in the backyard and there was rabbits in our yard last night. So he was picking up on the scent and he was going ham. He was just racing at either side of the yard. It was funny, but he was just going hard. So he's already probably ran 1.5 miles today, but good for him. Good for him. Dad's tired, but we got a full day ahead of us. I'm gonna bring you guys along for everything. We're gonna be going to the shop, so I'll give you a little bit of update, a little more in depth of what we're doing there. And I wanna show you guys a little bit of Next Level as well, because Next Level is my media agency, and we're trying to scale right now. We're working on getting our first client. We're locking everything up, but it's looking good. We've done a lot of outreach. We've got some positive things moving in the needle in the right direction, but no client yet. So as you can tell, I'm just tired as fuck, but we're gonna get on with this day. But the main important one, the one that's really hype, is we're gonna be releasing where I'm going and what I'm doing in this video. So stay tuned, stay locked, because it's coming up very soon. And I just wanna share it with y'all. So stay tuned and let's get into this video. Let's go.
Here, if you have a loop and it's like this, whoop, and then you're making a straight line, you're unfolding it and it's becoming more. So if you have it doubled, it's less, it's shorter. If you have it straight, it's longer. That was good, hey? I'm not doing that.
Come on. So as you guys just seen, we're filming some stuff. That was a little behind the scenes look at some of the filming we're doing for Next Level Media. So I am taking on Evolution as a client, quote unquote, even though it's both my companies. This one, Evolution, is just gonna treat Next Level as a client, or vice versa, however you want to word that. But I do want to go over a few things when it comes to Next Level, because Next Level is my media agency. But what we exactly do, what we're aiming to do, is to help businesses such as Evolution. Lots of construction companies can actually benefit from this, because lots of construction guys know how to work hard, know how to put in those hours, know how to grind. But when it comes to growing the business, when it comes to actually working on the business, that's where we'll say the misunderstanding happens. So there's lots of people who can work in the business, but they have a hard time working on the business. When it comes to working on the business, it's even harder for them to learn about social media and learn about website design and learn about kind of what content is gonna bring in more revenue. Because one thing to make content, throw it at the wall and just have more attention towards your brand. That's a whole other thing. But to find which content is actually going to work and generate revenue for your company and for your business, that's a different story. And that's where Next Level's coming in. So Next Level, meaning we're taking your thing, your object, your business, your idea to that next level. We're creating something that takes it to the next level. And by the next level, I mean actually returning your investment. So we're giving you an ROI. We work on performance-based, so result-based commissions. So depending on what we're working on, we'll come up with a percentage. We'll come up with a percentage that's, fair for both parties. And we only get from what's been closed, so deals closed. So let's say for Evolution, if they were a paying client, right now it's my business, so it's kind of pointless to pay myself for my other business, if that makes sense. So it just helps the wheel turning, gives me exposure, gives me practice, all that stuff. So that's what I get from it. And obviously it helps Evolution grow. But our content, it would basically break down where I have a link, and every time someone uses that link to order or purchase stuff or go to our website or get something from us, if they use that link from our social medias, that link automatically tracks my stats, if you want to say, the sales and everything that came from that. And then we can use that at the end of the year or at the end of the month or however we're paid, and break down the ROI that came from those, and then give you my percentage from there. So you can actually see what I'm giving you, what value I'm bringing to your business, and there's no risk, there's all reward for the companies that I'm working with. So anyone who wants to reach out, anyone who wants to work with me, they get a guarantee that they're going to get a product that's going to bring them money, not just something that's going to throw content at the wall and hope something works. So it's a little harder to do. It's a little harder to understand. You have to be doing this game for a little while, and I've been doing it for years. I've been doing content just for myself, for my YouTube, for all that kind of stuff for many, many years. So I understand the game, I understand the playing field, and I understand the ins and outs. And I have a few mentors that help me with this exact specific thing. My mentor Cam, he's actually a videographer doing this exact same thing. Have reached out to him, gotten some advice. And then my other mentor, David, How to Beast, he does YouTube, he does content, he's built many businesses, and he's got his business mentor who teaches us in our live calls and stuff every week. So it's super cool to have that community and those support groups to kind of help me provide a better service for everyone when it comes to next level. So there's a lot to it, there's a lot that goes into it, and there's lots of moving parts, but overall that's kind of the general view. And right now we're focusing on closing a deal with a Ford dealership, which we've got to shoot there, but nothing's guaranteed. They already have a media guy, so it's more or less for exposure and for content. And then we're doing construction companies, and we're doing a few other ones that I've got on the chopping block, the list. But this weekend, I'm going to be going to a bunch of places, a bunch of businesses, and basically cold outreaching in person. I've been doing emails all week, and some of them hit, some of them don't, and the ones that have hit have gotten a response back that aren't very favorable for my position. I'll keep sending those cold outreaches just because it helps warm the lead for when I go there in person. But as in terms of securing a client hardcore, the cold outreach by email, it doesn't seem like the way to go. And doing it through DMs and social media and all this stuff, some people just don't read them, some people don't see them, some people just don't give a fuck. So when it comes to this, going in person, talking to them, showing them an example of my work, and before I work with anyone, I like to give them a free session or a free work or a free project or whatever it is. I like to go in there, shoot some stuff for them, show them what I can do, and if they like it, then we can move forward with talking about a deal and talking about everything we talked about just previously with the percentages and all that stuff and how it breaks down. But until that point, I just want to get my name out there. I really want to get this going. One thing that is going to provide me, though, is my factor for doing it is because I can do this remotely. I can hire someone to shoot. I can hire someone to edit if I really wanted to. I can get this content agency going and have multiple streams, or I can have multiple videographers. I can have multiple editors. I can be in a different location and get new stuff from new clients. I can travel and do this job. So it's something that's, not restricting me to one spot. So if I do have evolution going and I need to be here, it's not like I'm tied down with anything else when it comes to next level. So next level can be very fluid in my scheduling. And it gives me more money, it gives me more freedom, it gives me the quality of life I really want. So there's a few factors that really go into it. So stay tuned, next level, we're coming. Now it's time to do everyone's favorite task, and that's pay bills. Yay, time to pay bills. So let's get the old credit card out, the old credit card arrows, and let's pay some goddamn bills. You love the service, the bill comes with it. So if you love the service, you gotta love the bill too, right? It's the shittiest part of it, but it is what it is. You want the service, you gotta pay the tax. Whew. So far we've had an extremely busy day. We've just been working in the office all morning. We've been doing some outreach stuff for next level, but guys, the calendar is fucking swamped. So currently we have all of this to do. I don't know if you guys can see it very well. Let me try and switch this around so you can see. But so we're just finishing up the cold outreach work, then we gotta help someone on there. So as you guys can see, we have a lot going on each and every day, but I love my schedule where it's kind of packed like that, because if it's not, and I start overthinking things, I start doing things that I don't need to be doing. This way it keeps me structured, keeps me on point, and keeps me towards my goals. Every single week, I break down on Sundays, sometime in the evening when I get a chance, but it's always scheduled where I go over my goals. I review what went good last week, like the week that just happened, what went good, what didn't good, or what didn't go good, what I missed, what I hit, and ultimately where I can improve and where I need to pump the brakes a little bit. And then going forward, I schedule my schedule in accordance to those goals, in accordance to what went well, in accordance to what I need to get done immediately. Now I use AI, it's been a great help, and it schedules everything in order of importance. It schedules it all in order of importance, so I can see, okay, this needs to be done before this task, this needs to be done before that task, and ultimately helps me keep my businesses and my goals moving in a forward direction, keeping the needle moving forward, because it's very easy to stay stagnant. It's very easy to just kind of be on that hamster wheel of going, and if one thing slips, it's easy to let another thing slip. This way, with keeping it calendared and scheduled, it helps me see it visually and it blocks it out, so I know I have time. And if, say, something gets missed, like let's say I gotta stay at work late, or I gotta stay at the shop late, someone broke into the shop and we gotta deal with that, like life does happen, I'm able to just quickly adjust those things and move them over and still get them done without missing them or letting them fall off the back burner and not thinking of them again, and then ultimately being off track of my businesses. So I like the schedule, I like it being packed like that, and if anything's to get missed or anything doesn't have time to get done because life happens, there's room to adjust. Oh, what is up? Leaving the shop on a Friday. Yeah. What is up? There's the shop right there, as you guys can see, coming past. There it is, beautiful. All right, last minute order. Someone came in at the very last second trying to get some checker plate, diamond plate, whatever you want to call it. We call it checker plate, but I know from my friends down south, it's known as diamond plate. Either way, someone had to come in at the last second. We slid them in because, you know, sale's a sale. So your boy ain't gonna let that off the table. However, we finished up the order of checker plate. Fairly simple, only a couple pieces cut to some specific dimensions. Nothing we can't handle at the shop. Thought this was super easy. Now we're headed home. We're going to pray and hope that Noxley didn't have any accidents inside the house, as he's still dealing with separation anxiety, so he's still kind of getting that under wraps. So there are some times where when I leave specifically, he will pee or he will poo just out of kind of reaction. However, we're trying to nip it in the butt. I take him outside all the freaking time. If he ever goes near the door, he probably goes outside more times than he needs to, just so he learns, like, bro, you can go out whenever you want. There's no limit. Like, you go to the door, I'll let you out. And I take him outside, like, I go with him, so it's not even like a scared thing. It's not like he feels like we're ditching him outside. So yeah, I don't know what the deal is there, but we're gonna see if I come home to anything. If we do, can't really be too mad. If we don't, great. Love the dog either way, he's my boy. I'm just more excited to see him. So we're going home. I'm gonna put my seatbelt on and we're gonna go home. Yep, you. The cutest dang doggy in the world. Noxley. Cutest dang doggy I've ever did see. With your pig's something or other. It's not really a pig's ear. I came home, guys, and he peed in the house. Look at this. Look at this. He like stains the wall, man. He like hit it and just let it run. So we got a little mess to clean up. That's okay. I still love him to bits. For now. Just kidding, I love him unconditionally. He's my guy. He's my guy, he's my man. So there's a couple cool things we've been getting Nox to learn. One is I'm trying to get him to heel, where he comes right to my heel and he sits. So I'm gonna see how well he does. I'm gonna set him over here. And we're just gonna set this camera right here for a second, Noxley. So we're gonna get you to stay there. Heel, sit, good boy, stay. So we need to stay there, heel, sit, good boy, real good boy. All right, so let's hope this camera still works after this. Dun dun dun, dun dun dun, dun 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 dun. Wah. Yeah, it's on. Nox has the first move, but Dad's got a good grip. Oh, and Dad gets it. 1 point for Dad. Oh yeah, oh, I threw it. That's 1 point for Dad. Oh, and here comes the racing horse, and he's off. Oh, and he's fucking shit up in a club. Fucking shit up in the club. Oh yeah? He puts his paw on Dad, thinking it's a good move, but he doesn't have the grip he needs. Oh, he's getting it now. But Dad has the reversal, but he's also holding the camera. Yeah, I can do it too. I can pant too. Ah. Alright, I gotta set this down to kick his butt. Where's the finger? Where's the finger? Oh, now we can go around. Whoa, 6 seconds. Whoa. He's coming back.